Hey Solos, Merry Christmas! And if you are listening to this after Christmas Day, Happy Kwanzaa and Happy Hanukkah as well. Hi everyone, it's Samantha. Olaf may not know who Samantha is, but now you do. And welcome to Disney Solo Magic, the #1 podcast for solo travel to Disney World. In this special Christmas episode, I have like a little gift for you. I actually have two little gifts for you. I'm re-recording this introduction because I just had the most special interaction about a week ago, and I thought I'm going to save this story and save it as a little Christmas story. So there's going to be a special surprise straight from Disney World for the first part of the episode, and then I'm going to share a little story at the end as a little, extra Christmas present for you. I know this time of year can be really stressful for a lot of different reasons. Everyone has their own kind of hero's journey, heroine's journey, princess's journey of why this season might be more stressful than other seasons. And I just want to, if I may, remind you that even if you are not at Disney World for Christmas, number one, the crowds are crazy, so don't worry about it. But number two, that solo magic of what is so special about Disney World for you can still be experienced in little pockets of the day if you make time for that to happen. Whether that is just kind of like sitting down for 5 minutes, like just close yourself into the bathroom, maybe, and like thinking of a very special memory at Disney, or listening to a YouTube video or an audio soundtrack of one of the background music, or going through your pictures like I've been doing this week, and like thinking about your past trip from 2024 or planning your future trip from 2025. And if neither of those things happen, like you didn't get to do a trip this past year and it might not seem like you're going to do a trip for next year, that's okay too. You can go on the Disney World app and like look at the wait times and be like, oh, well, at least I'm not waiting for that. Or you can also just kind of identify what that dream trip might look like and start thinking about what it might mean to like save for that or put time, your PTO aside for that. And don't worry, you're going to make it happen. It's so special to have these solo vacations at Disney. And again, you need to like find these spaces to make them happen in your daily life as well, because that's where the solo magic is, right? It's not just in a place, although that place really helps conjure it up even more. It's also within you, because can you imagine going to Walt Disney World and everyone being miserable? I mean, that could be the case, right? So just remember that you can bring that Disney magic everywhere. And even if you're just keeping it inside because the environment around you isn't such that really kind of appreciates that magic, don't worry. You gotta make sure that magic still stays alive. Actually, let me tell you a little bit of a story about today. So it's been snowing in Toronto for the first time really this season, and it's so beautiful. And I had waited to go out today, even though it was snowing, because it was a little bit like less cold outside. I mean, I'd rather have snow than cold for sure. I also love snow, and I don't drive in the snow. I don't have to shovel snow, so maybe that's why I love snow. Although I will tell you, one of my love for snow comes from the 1994 Little Women movie of like the sisters just like trekking through the snow. Oh my God, I can't. Anyway, so I love the snow, and I walked out to the main shopping street, and I was just feeling so like Christmassy and enamored and, all that stuff. And as I was in the store buying what I needed, the woman over the counter said like, ugh, I hate snow. And I was like, what? You hate snow? What? And her colleague was like, but snow is like little sparkles coming down on you. And I was like, exactly. And so her and I, the sparkle snow lady, we had this connection where we were able to see this magical thing that was happening all around us. And the other woman who did not find snow as magical or joyful in any way, she was like, oh, well, don't let my like negativity ruin your enjoyment. And I was like, oh, no. You won't. Don't worry. And I just like gave like a smile to the sparkle snow woman and left. And I was just thinking like, how easy it is to let people kind of throw you off course, right? And to like make you forget about the magic that's within you and all around you. And like, you can't let that happen. And I couldn't let that happen. And I was like, just like going along my way. And I realized that the energy on the street was kind of crazy and people were really grumpy. And I guess that's what happens, like this time of year. So I put on my little headphones and I put on Christmas carols and I just like tried to stay in my magical little bubble as much as possible and appreciate being out in the snow and being so thankful to be able to like live in a city that is full of snow during Christmas. And yeah, anyway, so there you go. I mean, that's just one example, but I hope you find moments of solo magic and joy this holiday season. All right, well, I haven't even told you what this episode is actually about today. So one of the things that I have loved to do the last 3 years that I've been fortunate enough to go to Disney during the Christmas season is to be able to see a gospel band called Divine, although they don't actually credit them properly. But anyway, they are credited at EPCOT as joyful. They sing soul music, they sing R&B, they sing gospel, and during Kwanzaa, they also do more Kwanzaa celebrations. And although I don't consider myself a Christian, and I certainly do not have a history or background with the Black Gospel Church, there is something about that music that just touches a very special spot in my soul. And the first time that I heard them, I literally was just like, take me to church. Oh God, it was so beautiful. So this year I saw that they were performing and I was like, I'm going to try to record them. And of course, I do not own the copyright to this. Please make sure you credit them if you are going to use the audio or anything like that. I thought maybe I would record them and share the concert with you. And of course, the audio wasn't great, but I do hope that you'll be able to get some of that joy from the concert because again, it was such a wonderful, joyful moment. And I did see them twice this year during their back-to-back concerts. And so the first concert that I just kind of walked into, there were all these people up front and they were dancing and it was really, really fun. And so the second concert, I was like, okay, well, I'll get up front where all the dancing people are and I'll get my little audio recorder out and I will stand next to the dancing people, maybe dance a little bit myself and record the concert. And you know what? Nobody else, not one person got up and danced at that particular concert. And so anybody that was taking videos or photographs during the concert definitely has me on film because I am just standing in a bright white dress right at the middle, right in the front of the stage, right in the middle of everyone to see. And I wasn't going to move because now I had this great spot and a great spot for audio. So if you listen to the audio, you're going to hear one of the singers say work it, mama, I see you. I am that mama because I was the only one dancing. And I just want to remind you to share your joy, show your joy. It was so joyful and it was so beautiful to be literally a front row witness to the performance and to the joy that they were able to engender. And it was really, really wonderful. And if you, like me, are not overly religious, especially with the Christian faith, it's not really heavily religious. It's very much a secular gospel. I mean, I guess all of Motown is secular gospel. So anyway, I hope you really, really enjoy the little concert that I have for you. And then, like I said, at the end, I'll come back because I've recorded a little story and I just really can't wait to share how magical that was with you. Just a reminder that all the links to my Instagram and Facebook and Threads is below. Instagram is the best way to get in touch with me if you want to tell me about your vacation or ask me a question or send me compliments. I got a lot of compliments this week. Thank you so much, everybody. You can always send me a DM through Instagram. It's also really, really wonderful when you rate and review and share and subscribe and all of that stuff. I've changed podcast providers, and so I have a much easier way of looking at all the numbers. And again, I've really appreciated seeing that growth, and it would be really, really great if you helped it grow more. And by rating and reviewing and sharing it really helps the algorithm. So thank you so much. If you want to support me and the podcast in other ways, you can always buy me a coffee. You can go to buymeacoffee.com/Disney_solo_magic. And for $3 American or $5 Canadian or whatever, you can buy me a proverbial coffee and help me stay caffeinated through the podcast creation and editing and all of that stuff. It's a really great way to offset some of the podcasting costs. And this week, my coffee of choice is going to be obviously a peppermint mocha. I think I said that last week too, but is there another coffee? Oh yes, actually, you know what I've been doing? I've been taking eggnog and putting it with an iced coffee. Ooh, and then putting a little bit of like peppermint cold foam on top. I know that sounds like a little too much, but you know what? It's Christmas, so do whatever you want. Just do whatever you want. Merry Christmas, Solos. I can't wait to talk to you next time. I really hope you enjoy Joyful, and then my little story at the end. Bye.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the EPCOT International Festival of the Holidays. And now, you're just in time. Get ready to enjoy the celebration of two holiday traditions, Christmas and Kwanzaa, with music, dance, and song. EPCOT is pleased to present Joyful.
Hello, EPCOT. Are you all ready to celebrate the most wonderful season of the year? I didn't hear you. Are you all ready to celebrate the most wonderful season of the year? Joyful, are you ready? Yeah! Self, are you ready? Yes. Here we go, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4. 'Tis the season, yeah. To see the children laughing, everybody should be dancing. Come on and clap your hands. 'Tis the season, yeah. For us all to be thankful, it's time to be grateful. Let's do what we're able. 'Tis the season, yeah. To sing some Christmas songs, but you gotta sing along, even if you sing it wrong. Everybody's talking about kids, but it ain't their birthday. Give first and receive, that's the way to celebrate. The season of the year, so happy to be here. I wanna so I wanna feel the joy of here. When it's time for pies and cakes, all the food that you can't take, let's eat the good we say. It's the season, yeah. And do some Christmas shopping. If you're broke, the window shopping. Get up, get out, do something. I can't forget those gifts, honey papa and those gifts. I'm just when you come. Everybody's talking about kids, but it ain't their birthday. Give first and receive, 'cause that's the way to celebrate. The season of the year, so happy to be here. I want so I wanna feel the joy of it. Get there. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Everybody make a wish. How you want Christmas? Now this right here is what we call a gospel song clap. Let me see you clap your hands with us. Come on, y'all. Yeah. Looking good. Tis the season, yeah. Everybody should be laughing. Everybody should be dancing. Come on and clap your hands. Tis the season, yeah. Some dudes in Christmas shopping. If you're from the window shopping, get up, get out, do something. Tis the season, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah.
EPCOT, are you feeling joyful yet? Oh, we can do better than that. EPCOT, are you feeling joyful yet? Well, so are we, and we are so excited to celebrate the holiday season. Wait, what's that I hear? It sounds like angels. What the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on
of Jesus. There's something else we love about the holidays is spending time with the ones you love or the one that loves you. Hang on the mistletoe. I'm gonna get to know you better. This Christmas, and as we trim the tree, how much fun it's gonna be together. Oh, this Christmas, the fireflies blazing bright, and we're caroling through the night. And this Christmas will be every special Christmas. Let me see you rock. Let me see you rock. Let me see you rock. That's all right. Y'all can catch on by the next time. Can I sing the second verse real quick? Presents and colors are here. Our world is filled with cheer. And as I look around, your eyes are talking sound and you, yeah. The fireside blazing bright, and we're caroling through the night. And this Christmas will be a very special Christmas for you and for me. Oh, let me see you rock. Let me see you rock. Let me see you rock. I see you, Marlon. You look good. Y'all doing all right up top? Let me sing the second verse again. Presents and cards are here. Our world is filled with cheer and you. Happy birthday. And as I look around, your eyes are shining how they do. Oh, the fireside blazing bright, and we're caroling Christmas, it will be a very special Christmas for you and for me. Yes, it will. For you and the family, oh, we'll be together to make this Christmas right. Happy holidays, everybody!
You better say. From my family to yours, we wish you season's greetings and God's great joy. Family, this is an old familiar carol with a brand new twist. We hope that you will enjoy. It was a silent night, a holy night. All is calm, and oh so bright. Sit round, young virgin, mother and child, holy infant, so sing tender and mild. Say sleep in heaven, oh so heaven, yeah, say sleep in heaven, in peace. Say sleep in heavenly. That's it, you got it. Now we're gonna go to the second verse. This time I want you to snap your fingers with me, alright? Hey, and it goes a little something like this. It was a silent night, holy night. Shepherds quake at the very sight. Say glory streams from heaven above. Heavenly host. Now we give him the highest praise. Say sleep in heaven. Yeah, oh so heaven. Come on, EPCOT. Say sleep in heaven. Oh so heaven. Hey, say sleep in heaven. All right, oh so heaven. Say sleep in heaven. Now let's take it on out. Yeah. Oh so heaven. Yeah, sleep in heaven. Oh so heaven. Sleep in heaven. Oh so heaven. Yeah. Say sleep in heaven. Say sleep. Oh, sleep in heaven.
Heavenly, heavenly peace, yeah. Oh, sweet sleeping, heavenly peace, yeah. Heavenly peace, yeah. Heavenly peace, heavenly peace, yeah. Heavenly peace, yeah. It was a Sunday night, a holy night, yeah. All this coming on so bright, yeah. Oh, sweet sleeping heavenly, sleeping heaven, sleeping heavenly.
I just love this time of year because in my family we celebrate both Christmas and Kwanzaa, the African American tradition of culture and community.
You know, Kwanzaa is a time for us to work it out together. All right. So in the spirit of Kwanzaa, I feel some brotherly and sisterly love in the air tonight. Now, can you feel it joyful? Can you feel it up top? Well, all right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Can you feel it? Hey, the whole world's coming together now. Yeah. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you? Hey,
I love songs like that. They really capture the essence of Kwanzaa and of coming together. But did you know that Kwanzaa is not only celebrated by people of African descent, but it's
by people all over the world. And we hope you'll come back beginning December the 26th when we will share more songs with you in celebration of Kwanzaa.
As you can see, when we come together to talk about our experiences, there is a lot to offer. So as we share this last Christmas song, it is our hope that each one of your lives will be filled with the light of love, hope, and joy. Yes. Joyful, joyful Lord, we adore thee. God of glory, Lord of love. Hearts unfold like flowers before thee. Hail thee as the sun above. Melt the clouds of sin and sadness. Drive the dark of doubt away. Giver of immortal gladness, fill us with the light. Fill us with the light. Oh, fill us with the light of day. Y'all ready for this? Are y'all ready for this? Come on. Are y'all ready for this? Sing joyful Lord. Joyful, joyful Lord, we adore thee. God of glory, Lord of love. Hearts unfold like flowers before thee. Hail thee as the sun above. Hail the clouds of sin and sadness. Drive the dark of cloud away.
Hey, say joyful, joyful, Lord, we adore thee, 'cause in my life I put none before thee. Since I was a youngster, I came to know that you was the only way to go.
so I had to grow and come to an understanding that I'm down with the king, so now I'm demanding. So you tell me who you down with, see? 'Cause all I know is that I'm down with the G.O.D. You know the G.O.D.
Yeah, you know me.
You know the G.O.D.
Yeah, you know me.
You know the G.O.D.
Yeah, you know me.
Who down with G.O.D.?
Everybody, come and join the chorus, the mighty, mighty chorus. Which the morning stars began. The Father of love is rising over us. What have you done for him lately? Ooh, yeah. What have you done for him lately? He watches over everything, so we sing joyful.
Hey, Solos, I really hope you enjoyed that concert. Okay, I have a story to tell you that, oh my God, when it happened, it just made me cry. And I wanted to get on Instagram and tell you right away, but I was like, you know what? Not everybody gets to see the lives or the stories. And I really want to make sure that everyone who listens to the podcast gets a chance to hear the story because it was just so magical. So a couple weeks ago, I was getting my nails done at my local nail salon. And the guy that does my nails, he always does my nails. So he's like, oh, how was your trip? Did you go to Florida again? And as a way to always protect my magic, I will often say in public that I'm going to Florida rather than going to Disney because I don't need people's judgment. If you want to talk about it, we can talk about it. But unless you know, you don't really know. So I'll just be like, yeah, I went to Florida. And he's like, what did you do there? Yeah, I went to Disney. And he's like, did you see Christmas things? And I was like, yeah, I went to a Christmas party and yeah, it was really fun. And I kept the details really light, especially because I saw the woman next to me. She was a younger woman, kind of looking at me, kind of giving me a side eye, not in a rude way, but trying to suss out what's up with me. So I didn't really want to go into details because again, I want to protect my magic where possible. But then this young woman beside me said, excuse me, did you say that you went to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party this year? And I was like, oh, what is that you say? And I said, oh, yeah, I did. Yeah, I went to the Christmas party this year. And she said, did you see the parade? And I said, yeah, I did see the parade. And she said, did you see Tally the elf? Now, of course, at this time, I know that Tally the Elf had been getting a lot of play on social media. So you don't need to be a big Disney connoisseur to know who that was. But I said, well, I did see him, but he was talking to the other side of the street. So I didn't really interact with him. That wasn't a part of my experience at the parade. And she said, have you heard that he's been taken out of the parade? So this was a couple weeks ago when that rumor was going around. And I said, yes, I did hear. So we started talking about that. And she said, because I used to work at Disney. Oh my God, Solos, what? She said, because I used to work at Disney in entertainment. That means that she did characters, parades, and or stage shows. I'm sorry, what? And she's like, and I know that they are really, really strict about performers' identities and keeping them private. And it's been really kind of upsetting to see what's been happening from afar. And I was like, oh yeah, it definitely has been upsetting. Entertainment, you say? So, Solos, it turns out that this woman worked in entertainment, and this is a probably not safe for children conversation. She worked in entertainment as characters. And I was like, oh, characters? And I'm looking her over to try to figure out what princess she may have been. And she said, yeah, I did mice characters. And so immediately, when she said mice characters, I thought of the little female mice in Cinderella. And because those characters actually did do a meet and greet or a character dining at 1900 Park Fair before COVID. So I was like, oh, in my head, I'm thinking, oh, Cinderella's mice. That's a cool gig, but it's no Cinderella. And then she kind of got excited and she shifted in her seat and showed me her tattoo of Mickey and Minnie on her ankle. And I was like, oh my God, you know what other mice characters they are at Disney? I know what other mice characters there are at Disney. This woman did all of those OG main characters. She was one of the people in the costumes. And I was like, keep it cool, keep it cool, keep it cool. Oh my God. We just had the most amazing talk about her experiences. I was asking about things like training and scheduling, and she was telling me all these stories. And I had so many questions, and I was like, keep it cool, keep it cool. Also, don't put her in an awkward position because she never said anything out loud, but she started showing me pictures, and I was like, oh, those look like my pictures with Minnie and Mickey Mouse, except in my pictures, I am in them. In her pictures, she is also in them, if you know what I mean. So I didn't want to ask any questions that may have like stepped over the line, but I have this burning question that I've always wondered, and this has to do with solo travel, and that's why I really, really wanted to save this story for you as like what I hope is a little bit of a gift and a surprise for you, a little Christmas gift and a surprise for you. And I said to her, is it weird when adults come up and want to see you and want to give you hugs and want to tell you stories? Is it weird when adults want to interact with you? Is it weird when solo adults want to interact with you? Because that's a question I always have in my head. Like a lot of times it's these like 20-something college kids and they have all these like grown adults like us that are really so emotional about seeing these characters, because it is emotional, but we're also bringing all all of this collective experience. And I just was like, is it too heavy? You know, like, what do you really think? And again, solos, this is why I hope it's a bit of a Christmas gift for you. She was like, oh my God, I loved it so much. She's like, in many ways, I loved seeing adults more than I loved seeing children, because with children, they still think it's like Mickey Mouse or Minnie Mouse or Donald Duck, or, you know, they still think it's that character, but adults know it's the character, but not an actual like real thing. And therefore, when they are interacting with us as characters, they are bringing a sense of playfulness and history and story to our interactions that really deepen that connection. And I was like, oh my God, I just wanted to cry. I just wanted to cry. Like, it was just so beautiful. Like her saying the fact that we are adults and that we do know that there is like a person inside the costume makes it a much more impactful experience for the people in the costume, because us as adults giving them these big hugs are making the choice to suspend reality and believe in the magic. And she was saying, as a entertainment performer, that was just so amazing to her. And then she told these stories to me about like grown men with their group of their family group that are like, you know, I don't want a hug. I don't want any sort of interaction. And then you get them interacting and how much fun it is, like the whole kind of experience for the family. And then she told this other story about how she hugged this woman, and because they follow the hug rule, you don't like let go first. She just kept hugging this woman, and she started to realize that this woman started sobbing and crying because she was supposed to be there with her brother, but her brother had just passed away. And she's like, I'm crying, this woman is crying. It was such a special, magical moment. And she's like, I loved seeing adults because we could be playful, but we could also be emotional, and it made that interaction so much more impactful. And even though, you know, I love character dining, I love doing the meet and greets, I love waving to characters in parades, everything I talked about last month in all the different episodes about, you know, character interactions, there's always that part in my brain thinking, especially when you're going solo, like, how can you feel that you shouldn't be anxious about doing that? Like, it is not your place to do it. And so to have a former performer at Disney saying just how magical it was, I just thought was just the most amazing gift. And then they like kicked us out of the nail salon because we just kept talking. And I like started to tear up, and I was like, can I give you a hug? And she's like, of course. And she gave me this hug, and it was like this little eye of the hurricane Disney magic in the middle of Toronto. And it meant just the world to me. And I really hope that story also means the world to you as well. And thinking about when you go to Disney, to be able to like really lean into those character interactions, because, you know, the Disney cast members want that and love that. And that's why you're there, you know, you're there to participate in the stories and just to lean into that magic. So I hope that was a nice little Christmas present for you. Oh my gosh, solos. Again, happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Have a wonderful week. Find those spots of Disney magic, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye. Hey Solos, it's Samantha. I hope you liked this episode and all the episodes of Disney Solo Magic, the #1 and I think only podcast for solo travel to Disney World. Help me make this podcast even bigger. Please make sure you rate, review, subscribe on Apple, Spotify, and on YouTube. You can do all three. That's really great. It's also really, really great to connect with you, and you can connect with me on Instagram, Facebook, and Threads. Instagram is the best way to get in touch with me. And if you want to support the podcast even more and keep it ad-free, you can buy me a coffee. You can go to buymeacoffee.com/Disney_solo_magic. And for the low price of $3 American, which is about $5 Canadian, and it's hard to even find a coffee at that price these days, you can support me and the podcast and help keep me caffeinated for a week ahead of content creation and editing. Thank you all so much for listening. It is just wonderful to build this community, and I can't wait to create more content for you. Bye.